Alright, so let's trade the Betfair pre-race horse markets. I make these videos here to illustrate one key point. If you want to be a successful trader, you have to learn the basics. You have to understand why you're making mistakes. You have to understand why the markets are moving against you. And you have to start with small stakes. Because if you cannot trade profitably with £2 stakes or £10 stakes, you will never be able to trade with £50 stakes or £100 stakes. So if you're a beginner, you have to start small and you have to understand how and why the market moves, all right? So I trade live, so I do hum and haw, and I do miss certain opportunities because trading live and recording and talking to you is difficult, okay? But I do my best to try and illustrate to you why the market moves and how it moves, okay? So we'll jump in now and do some trading. Okay, so we're at Southwell. Still a fair while to go before this race is off, but I'll probably start trading now. That's just because the market's fully formed. It's already at 170,000, so I'm quite happy to trade this right now. You can see the favourites at the bottom of this range here, with the third favourite. Is it the third favourite? Yeah. Just going to rearrange these. With the third favourite about to cross the 6, and so. I will be working on the assumption here that the favourite is going to come in a bit more. So I'm going to place these trades here just as a sort of do a bit of scalping. I'm also going to put a couple of trades on the third favourite here on the lay side, just because it seems to me that it's probably going to bounce up and down here a little bit, and I'll come back in a few minutes and just see how it's going. So you can see both the favourite and the third favourite here are approaching my scalps here, so they should get taken any second now. The first one's been taken here, that's good. We'll see how it goes. There's not much flow to this market yet because there's no money being matched, so it's going to be a bit slow at this point. But I'm quite happy to sit and wait. So that's the first one taken there as well on the favourite, which is good. I'm about to be matched here as well. I've been matched on the favourite, but this one here is about to be matched, which is also good. I'll probably just pop in another one here. And I'm going to pop in a couple here as well, just to get myself ahead of the queue on this one. Now on the third favourite here, I might drag up my stop loss, my first scalp here, just to get it scratched. Just to always play it safe. There's no reason. Oopsie, that's the wrong one. I'll just pop that in. Oh, let's pop it in there. Just get rid of it, scratch that trade. I'm about to be matched here again as well. But like I said, this is going to be a very slow market right now because there's not much happening. You can see now the third favourite is coming in a bit, and the second favourite is slowly drifting out. I'm looking at this. I'm thinking the favourite might come in a bit down to 3s, but we'll see. And you can see now the third favourite is coming in, but there's not much to go on here. So I'm going to pause the video now. I'll come back in a few minutes. So you can see I've been matched here on 375, and that's about to be taken there as well and traded off. That's good. I'm also going to put in a few positions above the 4 here, just to anticipate a move. I'm definitely ahead of the queue here on 3.8 and 3.85, so I'm quite happy to leave those. But at this point I'm just going to sit and wait and see what happens. So you can see here now there's a fair chunk of cash came in there for the third favourite, and there's a lot of money coming there on the lay side. It's about £1,500 on the favourite here. So this seems to be the start of something. So I'm tempted to back the third favourite here. Just because there's about £3,000 came in there for it, followed by another 1,500 and then 2,000. So I might jump in here for a £20 stake, just to see if that continues. Hopefully I can get matched there. It'd be quite frustrating if I missed this, but that's just the way it goes. That's just so slow. I will scratch this one here. Oh no, I took it already. That's good. So you can see now that is frustrating, right? When you call it, I get it there, and then it goes your way, but I literally just missed that by a fraction of a second, which is very annoying. But that's the thing. When you call something like that, it happens, but you miss it for whatever reason. Don't just drag the bet down and get matched just because you get pissed off. Okay, just cancel the bet and so reset your brain and re-enter the market. So now I'm re-entering the market as if I've just arrived. And I'm thinking, what's happening here? Because if you start chasing stuff just because you get pissed off, like, oh, I should have got that, which I should have, then that's going to really affect the way you trade. Okay, so you can see now, had I got in there, I would be in £4 or £5 profit right now easily. But I missed it because I didn't react quick enough. I just missed it by like a fraction of a second. But now I will just basically regroup and redo this market. Okay, so it certainly does look like the favourite is going to keep drifting here. So I probably will pop in a £20 stake there in anticipation. But I do need to remember that I have got these trades here in with the global setting, which means that it will automatically scalp that off. So I need to remember that. So I might actually scratch these off just because I do feel that this favorite might keep drifting here. So you can see my first trade's been taken here. Now these have been sitting there for a long time, so they're definitely ahead of the queue. So you can see now, there we go, the favorite is starting to drift. That's them taken, that's good. Now I will put a stop loss here at 3.85 just in case it comes crashing back through. Again, I'm not bothered about hitting the stop loss because the stop loss is there for a reason, right? To stop me from losing money. So you can see that definitely momentum here to drive the favorite out. So I'm quite happy to leave this for now. I'll probably take out 10 there just to give myself a bit of profit. And again, you can see the third favorite here is still coming in, which again is doubly frustrating because we were about to enter way up here somewhere. But that's just the way it goes. At least I called it and it happened, right? That's a good thing. It actually happened. So that was my first one taken there. I'll probably put my last exit up here. Let's just see if that gets taken as well. I'll probably just put it there just to get out of that one. But it certainly does look like it might keep going. See, there's a big drift there on the second favorite. So again, now that I've got this, now I'm just going to reset. I'm going to regroup and come back to the market now as if I've just arrived. I'm just going to regroup and think to myself, like, what am I going to do now? And then I'm going to focus on that. Now I'm going to jump on the lay side here on the second favorite. It does see, you can see the favorite is crashing in. The third favorite is stagnant there. The fourth favorite is crashing in. And so that is definitely going to put pressure on the second favorite here to drift out a bit. It looks like this favourite is going to be hopping back and forth on a 4 here. I'll put my exit point there just to see if I can sneak out a nice little few ticks here. Looks like it might happen. You see the third favourite is crashing in big time here. This should get matched here, hopefully. Yep, there we go. That's a nice little drift. And the horses are now being lined up. And so, you know, with 60 seconds on the clock here, I'm not going to really trade anymore. So you can see I'm in a position now where if I let this go in play, I can win £7 if the favourite wins, or the original favourite, and £10 if the second one wins. So I've got 2 out of these horses here that I can win. So I'm, you know, that's a reasonable chance for me. But you know, I'm quite happy just to cash this off and take the £3.50. And again, I'm only using £10 stakes here, guys. So you know, if I was using 50 or £100 stakes there, my results would be much better. But the whole point is here, as I keep saying, it's about how you read the market. It's about just sitting, enjoying the trading, and trading based on what you see and based on your experience. Okay, and so it's just so important to sit and actually use your common sense and actually trade because of what you see, not how you feel. Okay, so whenever you cock up, whenever you make a mistake, whenever something happens that is not what you wanted to happen, just exit the trade, regroup, come back to the market as if you're fresh, as if you just arrived, and start again. Okay, ignore the red or the green, just focus on getting the trade right, and your confidence will grow and everything will start increasing in profit and in scope and so on. And you know, you can see there, I can see stuff happening before it happens, and I enter, boom, and then the market moves exactly where I want it to. Not every time, but that's the beauty with experience. That's the beauty with just looking at markets and going, I've seen this before. I think this is going to happen, and it happens. Okay, even with a missed opportunity, like I had here, I was going to enter it. I can't remember now. I think it was like 5.4, and you know, I missed it by a fraction of a second, and it ended up way down here on 4s. That would have been a really sweet drift or a steam, but you know, I missed it, right? But it doesn't matter. Okay. So I'll now move on to the next race and just keep trading.